Well, I have excellent news for Alfredo's family.
That is unfortunate.
This week on Let's Roll, we are playing Gloom with the Unhappy Homes expansion. In Gloom, players take control of different families, trying to give them the absolute worst lives possible before killing them off as sad and miserable as they can be. On a player's turn, they get to play 2 cards. Cards consist of event cards that you play and activate their effects, modifier cards that make players at the table either more happy or more sad, and finally, untimely death cards that kill players off. Characters can only be killed off if they have a negative modifier score, and only dead characters count for your final score at the end of the game. The expansion also adds residencies for each of the players. Only blue mystery cards can be played on each house, and the houses really can't be killed, so any modifiers on them do count for your final score at the end of the game. The game ends when the first player has all of the characters in their family killed off. Scores are tabulated, and the player with the highest negative score wins. And that should be everything you need to know, so let's go ahead and roll on into it.
Welcome back to Let's Roll, everybody, and we're playing Gloom again. You guys remember Gloom?
Gloom again. The sequel.
Time to get all sad and depressed.
No.
Who are you playing as?
I am playing as... does it have a family name?
Yeah, at the top, yeah. Who are they? They all have the same last name.
They are the Wellington Smythes.
The Wellington Smythes.
I am, yes, the Wellington Smythe. I think so. Yes. Because
Jack, how about you? Who are you?
Mine are all different.
Yeah,
so-
mine are different.
yeah.
Yeah, they are all
the
different.
DeVille Giggles O'Toole's.
Okay, the Tool Giggles. Alfredo, you got a theme over there?
Just the Cursed Cafe, the Canard Noir.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm the only one with a family aside from Jeremy. I'm the Slogars.
The Slogars.
I have the Lord Slogar,
the
who is a brain in the box. I have
people.
Professor Helena Slogar. I have a teddy bear that's been brought back to life, and Elias Igor.
Oh, that's pretty gloomy. A teddy bear.
Very gloomy.
So, I think normally on Let's Roll, we just kind of usually start with the person on the right. So,
Okay.
Alfredo.
Your left. All right.
Yeah.
Stage left.
Yeah, my first turn, I'm gonna go ahead and play this on Jeremy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, geez.
Oh,
you just
look
found a
how
spot,
happy.
A spot of happiness.
Found
look
love
at
on the...
that.
Oh, Butterfield, my butler, has found love on the
Found love
lake.
plus 15.
But my draw limit is now increased by 1 card.
Oh, wow.
That it is.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And
Love.
for
He's now
my
plus
Alfredo gave you love.
He gave me love on
my
the lake.
second action, I will pin this on one of my characters, on James de Winter, the penniless poet.
What happened to him?
Oh,
He
no.
What terror has befallen him?
suffered from sores.
Swords!
Oh,
Pretty
not
bad. That's
swords.
Pretty bad. Your draw limit is reduced by 1 card while this text shows.
But negative 30.
You got to roll around. Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, 2
and those sores
15s.
hurt.
Yeah. they're
Those are
bitch.
good sores. And then you may draw back up to your limit, which is now down 1, correct?
So 4.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Jamie?
Yes, my turn, my turn. Yes,
Biddington
yes,
Smythes or whatever?
Well, my gosh.
Yes. What terrible news has befallen your family?
Don't you look at my cafe.
I was thinking about it.
Straight
Gosh,
your eyes.
listen, a lot of people can die.
What?
if I feel like wiping the board, I can really go for it.
Well, nobody's sad yet except for 1 player, so.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna kind of do a power move here.
Oh.
So
Powerful
I'm
family.
going to use one of my cards, one of my turns, to discard a card.
Okay.
Okay? And then, with my other one, it seems that Lord Wellington Smythe has had a rough day because he was greeted by ghosts. Negative 30.
Oh!
But the interesting thing
Damn.
about this card is I immediately discard 3 cards when this is played. So the rest of my hand now goes away. All these untimely deaths are now gone.
Wow. You didn't want anybody to die. Okay.
And now I'm drawing back up to my new limit of 6.
All right, Jack.
Too bad, not too bad.
All right.
Tell
so,
us a story of woe.
all right. So
Oh, whoa.
I believe Samson O'Toole, he found some maggots in the meat, which is minus 15. Immediately discard
Loathsome.
1 card
That'll
when
scar
this
a man.
card is played. I'm going to go ahead and discard that guy. And then also Thumbelissa. She was scarred by scandal. and immediately discard your entire hand when this card is played.
Oh,
Wow.
a very similar turn.
All right,
you go.
you may draw back up to 5.
I will take my 5.
Okay, let me read about these.
Gentlemen, I have terrible news.
What's happened?
What is bestowed upon you?
Elias Igor, on the way to the market, was beaten by beggars.
My goodness.
You got jumped?
It's not easy being rich.
But my bad news. No, he's the servant, so I imagine.
okay.
But my bad news doesn't end there. After he arrived home, he told Helena Slogar the terrible news, and she was horrified and went outside to the garden to feel better, and she was terrified by a topiary.
Oh, which is something. What happened?
That's
Minus-
minus 20. She was scared
20, my
topiary.
goodness.
She was scared by a bush. Maybe shaped like a bat.
Scared by a bush.
And that will complete my turn.
Wow.
My family must take time to recover.
Well, in the cafe, things were afoot.
Okay.
My goodness.
Marie Delacroix, the misunderstood model, was sickened by the salmon.
No.
Yes.
Bad salmon will get you.
Well, the sex shows discard 1 card every time you play a modifier, including this one.
Uh-oh.
So I will
Wow, you'll eat your hand real quick with that.
discard
No, you
this,
just- yeah.
this guy right here. It's not the best or cleanest cafe at all.
No. You will now play another modifier and
then
then
I will
discard a
Play
card.
a modifier on Simon, the actor. He was menaced by mice. Minus 15. It's
God.
unsanitary at this cafe.
That.
Unscrupulous.
And then I will discard another one.
Okay.
All right, draw back up to 4 now.
4.
Jeremy, tell us a story.
Well. Let me spin you a yarn about Goody Czar. Oh, Goody. Goody, unfortunately, grew old without grace. Oh, which,
A shame.
it's a minus 20. It's a real shame. But also the player to my right may randomly select and discard 2 cards.
May or must?
It says the player to your right may randomly select and discard 2 cards from your hand immediately when
Oh.
played. If you want, you can discard 2 cards from my hand.
Oh, but of course.
Oh, yes.
This one and this one.
Oh, I kind of wish I had done that second. Okay. Now. Aha! Well. Grew old without grace. Never good.
No.
Someone else, though, found fame at last. And it was, of course,
James, do it!
James the poet.
who had a really bad time, but now has found fame. There you are.
After his
Fortunate
sores.
for him.
How
Oh,
fortunate he recovered after his sores.
Now
he got a sponsorship from Proactive.
My
Cleared them
goodness.
right up. He's back in the game.
And now the poet game is strong again.
Now just, I don't know, back up to 6 for me.
That's
All right.
unfortunate.
Jack, what care you to do?
You can now get back up to 5
So
cards. I
I'm
think.
happy to tell you
Oh.
that
Oh, no.
Goody Czar, after some serious bad things, was charmed by a circus.
God damn it.
How delightful!
Yeah, so it's very, very positive.
Well, I'm so happy.
So happy.
My family's so happy.
So happy.
Delightful family.
Oh.
Unfortunately, though, Thumbelissa, she fell down a well.
No!
And if this character has a negative self-worth, you may immediately play an untimely death as a free play, and then she died. No. So
My.
Negative 35.
Very sad at the bottom of that hole she was.
she was very sad that she fell down the hole and died.
Very well. That was well played.
All right. And I believe that's it for me.
You
How
know,
did she die, Jack?
She died. Oh, she was badly burned down the well. It was full of gasoline, apparently, instead
it
of.
was a natural gas leak.
Yes. Very, very
Yes.
sad for her.
I just feel so awful for your family losing Thumbelina like that. I feel
Oh,
like
it's quite sad.
perhaps
I feel like Ryan's about to play God or something.
Samson O'Toole will feel so sad. Maybe they'll have a night out of cards and feel better about
Oh.
themselves.
Oh, a night out of cards.
I may immediately draw or discard a card. Let's see here.
Let's see. Okay, I gotta read what all these do.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
I'm going to discard that one because I don't know what the hell it does. So I'm gonna... All right.
But lo, I have bad news.
Oh, what's happened?
no.
I spit. Everywhere.
Lord Slogar, a brain in a box. Now we know how, because he was galled by gangrene.
Oh my goodness.
That'll take a body out real
Ryan's
quick.
miserable over there.
That's not terribly. I'm just kind
Not terribly.
I'm
Spread out.
generally a little sad, but not specifically very
That's
sad.
pretty good. That's a good technique, though.
Let me see.
What has befallen your family?
The Jesus!
Oh, they just got
Apparently
rained.
a rainstorm.
It really went.
Such sweet, energetic rainstorm. Yes. Well, Belladonna, the consumptive courtesan, was
Satine.
arrested for arson.
Oh, she burned her.
Maybe you killed
Burning
what's her
people
name?
down wells.
Burning people alive.
Discard any mysteries on your residence. You can't play a new mystery. But then,
What scores that, too? I'm going to figure this out. Minus 25.
how unfortunate for James the poet. He was wounded by wasps. on his way out from the hospital recovering from his sores. He was badly wounded by a wasp nest that was not attended to by the hospital.
That's a lawsuit right there.
It is.
Wow, Alfredo's at negative 80 over here, collectively.
Well, yeah, but you're the only one with a dead. No, Jack's the only one with a
Jack's
dead
got a
character.
dead. Those are like banked.
Yeah.
Well, there are ways to resurrect people.
Yeah, or move stuff around, I saw.
Yeah. Horrible, terrible news!
Oh!
Oh my goodness!
What has happened?
Tragedy.
No! Lord Wellington Smythe! A death has befallen the family. He was overcome by measles.
That'll do it.
That will kill him.
It's a family of anti-vaxxers.
But also, because he had a skull, he'll gain an additional negative 10.
Wait, what?
Yes, he had a skull icon,
Oh
so he gets
my.
another negative.
Damn, he's very unhappily
He's
dead.
very dead. The measles were
Very
bad.
upset.
He's gonna haunt
Means
somebody.
I feel like something good now needs to happen to someone. Wouldn't you say?
Why would you look this way? Such
Because
misfortune.
everyone's miserable.
It's a depressing cafe. It's the mood that we set ourselves in.
I think last time we played this, we literally ran out of modifier cards.
Yeah, we
had
did.
to recycle them.
We sure did.
There were stacks on
Ah, yes. Well,
people. You people didn't die this fast last
What
time.
good news we coming?
the person who is nearly opaque because he's had so many modifiers.
Oh, James!
Ah, James, yes. Don't
Yes,
worry, he
suffering.
was wondrously well wed. So I'm gonna put this down, and it says that you can now immediately. So he's back up to +5. That guy. Damn. You can now. I think it says you can draw 2 cards or
May
discard 2
immediately
cards.
draw or discard 2 cards when this card is played.
Can he go past his limit for draw 2 cards?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can just take 2 more cards if you
Limit
want.
break.
And I think I can.
Well. 2 more.
I can also take 2 to get back up to my
Whatever,
6.
That's a good one.
Uh-oh. Whoa. That's a new death
All right,
thing.
Jack, what do you got?
Ryan, I'm happy to tell you
No, I don't want to be happy.
that after whatever her name was, she was diverted by drink.
Oh, well, that's what I would do if I was terrified of a
Diverted.
topiary.
And I think you can immediately you have to
wanna
immediately
attack
discard
someone's
1
house.
card from your hand.
Discard his blade. Okay, get rid of that one.
And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let you know that Mr. Giggles, the creepy clown,
Not giggles.
he was bedeviled by doctors.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that minus 30?
minus 30, but I cannot play any
shit.
untimely death cards for now.
Horrible. And that will be the end of your turn, I
That's the
believe.
end of his
That's
turn.
the end of my turn.
Well, you know, I feel so bad for him that he has been bedeviled by
Something.
doctors that I feel like after his experience, he must have gone and taken a good night's sleep.
Oh,
There you go. So he's feeling much better now.
feeling much better.
And then, I shall encounter a stormy night in which I draw 4 cards, play 1 card, then discard until you reach your current draw limit.
Aha. Some level of card thing. I'm not going to follow
I
it.
draw 4 and then play 1.
And that's your turn?
No, and then that will be my turn. Yes. My, what a lack of diversity in the cards that I've driven. It's rather difficult for me to see down there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
it's
not
my fault. The cafe is a
They each have one red thing on them. My only red is on my dead guy.
an Uber drive away to this cafe.
Well, I have excellent news for Alfredo's family.
That is unfortunate.
Let me come down and just take a
Watch
visit.
your microphone.
I'm good. Let's see how we're doing
Take a
here.
gander at what's
that's the
going on.
cafe.
Oh, don't worry. I got it all straightened out here.
No, not for Belladonna.
Belladonna's comforted by Coco.
Oh, Coco.
That's straight
What
from
is
the
that? That's
cafe.
a lot of shit.
That's a lot of words. No players can take cards from your hand for any reason.
Oh, well, that's good for you.
There you go.
Well, okay.
Also, Belladonna's perfectly happy now.
She's said that Coco really warmed her heart.
Coco.
And that will conclude my turn.
Coco.
The Coco.
Oh, let me see. I'm trying to play a smart hand move here.
Boy.
Bit of a giveaway what those cards are.
So unfortunately for Belladonna, she was swindled by a salesman. The same salesman that sold her the hot cocoa.
How terrible!
Unfortunate. Skip your next draw phase after this card is played. So I will not get to draw.
No.
Okay.
But you still get one more play.
Yep.
I still have another play.
That's down to negative 35 now. Okay, well, wait a second.
And looking over at Lola Wellington. She was pandered to pugs, apparently.
Lola? Oh, everyone's going to be so happy. Oh, no.
Wait, you're doing a good thing.
It is. But then, if you read here,
Discard one card for each bat icon in play, including this one.
So there's
Oh,
two.
crap. 1, 2,
I got no bats.
3.
I got no bats.
3. I have to discard 3
I had
cards?
a bat, but it's gone. Yeah.
Animal.
You really did get him there.
mine, it's not too bad. I thought that might play a little unfortunately for
That's
you.
pursued by poodles is gone.
So that will conclude your turn. You
get rid
can't
of
draw.
And I need to
I
get rid
cannot
of
draw.
And then
third card.
Jeremy will be able to do. He has to discard one more card, then it will be his turn.
you.
All right.
All right.
Now you may play without drawing.
Well, good news.
Oh, how wonderful!
Oh, Belladonna
Belladonna
has been in
will be
such a bad way.
cured of her depression, apparently.
Don't worry, because she's been delighted by ducklings. Back up
Wow.
to plus 10.
Wow! Jesus,
Goodness gracious.
how delightful are these ducks from minus 35 to plus 10?
Just loves them. Just loves them. Well, the hot cocoa and the ducklings together.
It's the perfect combination of joy and happiness.
Maybe I shouldn't have played that.
Well, it's
Not too late now.
Damn it.
You all done?
This episode of Let's Roll is brought to you by a game that you can play at home and, occupy some of your time. It's called Escape the Invasion. Ever wonder what you'd do if you found yourself in the middle of a post-apocalyptic world that has been ravished by a deadly virus inflicted by aliens? That's like 8 disaster movies in one. From the makers of Hunt a Killer, the popular true crime mystery subscription game comes Escape the Invasion. With Escape the Invasion, you'll receive a box of clues, physical items, and evidence each month. It's up to you to piece it all together, solve the mystery, and save humanity. So they literally send you a box of different things that you need to inspect and discover the clues within. One of the items I got, you have to hold it up to the light to see a certain clue about the item, and there's lots of different things that you actually really need to read and look into to try to figure out the whole mystery of the game. Right now, you can go to escapetheinvasion.com/letsroll for 20% off your first box. That's escapetheinvasion.com/letsroll for 20% off your first box. escapetheinvasion.com/letsroll. Go play it. It's a cool subscription thing. You'll get a new one every time, and see if you can solve the mystery and save the planet.
Hey, welcome back. From a word from our sponsors. More Gloom.
This one says, while this text shows, discard one card every time you play a modifier. So every time I put down... Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, shit. I don't really want to do any of these things. All right. And goes my untimely death.
Oh.
You're lucky. You almost got pushed down the stairs.
No.
It's a close one.
Jack,
So my turn?
your turn indeed.
Ryan,
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry to tell you
No.
that
No good fortune needs
what's
befall me.
her name?
Which one?
This one.
The one that's already happy?
Yeah, she was happy,
You can't kill her because she's happy.
but I can if I have a -15 on there.
Oh, flip the character beneath this card to its deceased side. Discard your entire hand when this card is played. Wow. So you made her a little sad, and then
I made her a
killed
little sad, and then she died. She died
Quite
not
unfortunate. to
terribly
me.
unhappy.
She's only -5. All right.
and I believe
you're done then.
Do I know?
No, because it says discard your entire hand.
Is that you?
You.
No, that's Ryan.
That's
Oh.
Ryan. Brutal. That's brutal.
That means I can't do anything next turn.
Oh, that's so sad for you.
Oh,
I'm
is that
so
true?
sad.
Oh, that's harsh.
Oh,
I'm so sad for you,
I'm
Ryan.
coming for you.
I imagine so.
you made an enemy.
You have made an enemy.
And then over here, I'm afraid that E. coli Wellington, whatever, she landed herself a legacy.
Thanks.
Oh,
Oh, they're all so happy.
I'm so happy.
such a joyous family.
And so you may immediately draw or discard 2 cards when this play. So
Sure.
there you go. And that's
I've
going to
got
be it
8 cards now.
for my turn.
All right, Alfredo.
Alfredo.
Unfortunately for Belladonna, on her way back from feeding
God,
dogs,
she's had a million. What a life she's
she
had.
was jinxed by gypsies. It's quite
Whoa,
unfortunate.
30.
Minus
Negative 30. Good
30.
God.
Your draw limit is reduced by 1 card while this text shows. And then I have this one over here. While this text shows, discard 1 card every time you play a modifier.
Alfredo's got a million rules
I
going
got a
on.
lot of rules to follow here. And then Simon, who was menaced by mice,
Simon, dude.
fell in love with a leper.
That's bad.
It's really,
That's a poor choice.
really
in love
bad
with a
life
leper.
choices going down at this cafe. Your draw limit is decreased by 1 card. And then I have to discard another card.
All right.
All right, so these are untimely deaths. These are anything else. Well, that's an untimely
All right.
death.
Well,
so
I'm gonna go ahead. So it's now my turn.
these
Well, you
are,
gotta
these
draw
are
back
drawing
up.
stacks.
But I believe
Wait, which one's the drawing stack?
Either one. Either one.
Okay.
I pull them
Reduce-
closer to them. Closer to us.
by 1, so then I can only go back up to 3.
3. Oh, his draw limit.
Oh my God.
3. That's harsh. Okay.
Jeremy?
Me?
Terrible news about Butterfield. He was badly betrothed. My good. Right after he found love on the lake.
That does follow the other.
Was
yes.
it Duck Lake?
It was the Duck Lake.
That was a big swing.
So he's now sad.
How sad?
But it does mean that I can take 1 untimely death card from the discard
How sad is he now?
pile. He's at the -20 sad.
Negative
not
20 sad,
awful,
okay.
but
Okay.
not happy
Okay,
either.
that's good to know. You know.
Ooh. I actually didn't want to play that on him, but whatever. I need to think more before I act. The next thing that happened to my family was to Lola Wellington Smythe. She was hunted by horrors. Horrors.
Oof.
2 syllables.
Horrors.
Oof. Oof.
Oh, hunted.
But
My.
it's a lot of badness. It's -40 that one. But
Super bad.
I cannot play next turn.
Oh.
My next turn is now skipped.
Wow.
All right.
right.
So it's to me.
Where's that?
There's a horn outside.
Someone's playing the trumpet.
So I'm afraid to tell you that Samson O'Toole, he was addled by absinthe, which sounds like a lot of fun,
That
actually.
sounds great.
Yeah.
Pour it over the sugar
The
cube.
player to your left may draw 1 card from your hand and play it.
Oh, and play it if you want.
Oh, but he will.
Taking that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Grogar. No. That one's dead. Yep.
He's dead in the dirt.
Grogar was chased by children.
Ah, he's chased by
Grogar.
children.
How unfortunate
Pedophile.
for him.
Well, and then for me, unfortunately, Alessandra Deville, the illustrated lady, she was tried for treason.
Wow.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
Discard your entire hand. Also skip your draw phase next turn.
Wow.
So I think that means
You're
I basically don't have
Wait,
another
you
turn.
said that was a draw pile.
Sure was. Okay, so yeah, we both just miss our
Yeah.
turn next turn.
Goodness
We made our
gracious.
families really miserable, and now
Yeah.
we'll just watch.
Such
How much
foul
limit is that?
betidings.
40.
Don't worry, though. I'm here to save you.
Oh boy!
You've lost your turns for nothing.
Well, I've lost my hand for nothing. If I get cards, I can play them next turn. I just have no cards right now.
Well, you won't from this.
Well, that's a shame.
That won't happen.
Okay, well, here you go. Good news still.
Good news, everyone.
Good news,
Was tried for treason, but Jack, I have a wonderful thing to tell you.
What happened?
While at the trial,
Giuliani's on TV.
they met the love of their life. And were married magnificently.
Oh,
Ooh.
Your draw limit's increased, but you don't get to draw, so fuck you.
All right. Well, there we go.
When you do,
And you're only -5 now.
That was a big swing.
that's
Yes,
a
it
big
was.
swing for that person.
I have another one.
Uh-oh.
Is it for me?
You've been blessed by the bishop.
Thank you.
Oh.
For him, thank you.
such
You may
great
discard and
timing.
then draw back to your whatever.
Oh, she's back to 0.
What does it say?
You may immediately discard any number of cards and then draw until you reach your limit. Well,
Alfredo, you may go now.
I haven't really
Oh.
read any of these.
Well.
You still miss your next turn, though, right?
You sure
Yes.
do.
Okay.
So neither of you can go next turn.
Unless Alfredo or Jeremy give me
Give
cards.
him cards, yeah.
But I essentially have
Right, so
0
this
cards
person's
for my
back at 0 now.
Yes. So Marie Delacroix, who was sickened by salmon at the cafe, ran out.
More salmon.
No.
Stop eating the
Ran
salmon.
out the back door, threw
damn
up,
fish.
and was unfortunately startled by snakes. Yes,
that'll happen.
There's snakes in the backyard.
-20.
-20. My draw limit goes back up.
Oh, that's right.
And then, and the daring detectives showed up to
Oh no, my house!
Jeremy's house.
Your house is happy.
My house is
The
happier.
house is happier.
You may draw 1 card whenever anyone plays an untimely death card or modifier card with the magnifying glass or the knife.
Nice.
They realized, the neighbors called in and realized how depressing it looks in there, and the detectives were there to
Ready to
investigate.
clean the shit
The
up.
house is so damn happy.
All right, Jeremy, your turn.
Nope.
All right, Jack, my turn.
Yep.
And I do nothing. But I do have the my draw limits increased
So
right
you
here.
draw
So
your
I draw
hand
6.
and then your turn ends, yeah.
So I'm done.
Ryan,
Oh, sorry.
your turn. Once, and then it won't be Alfredo's once again.
Once again.
Oh, that's terrible. This is an awful thing. Jack, remember when you fucked me?
Wow.
I mean, I made you upset for 1 turn.
I've
yes.
got a bad feeling.
Jack, I don't know if I could call it good news.
It's something happened.
Oh, someone's going to die, I believe.
Oh, it might
no.
be the opposite. Oh, no.
Oh,
This lovely guy
the
was,
Samson O'Toole.
while in the fields one day, a passing band of nincompoops knighted him.
No, no.
Here's the catch. Any modifier you play has to go under that one. He's +20 happy forever.
Ah,
Whoa.
God.
okay.
Unless you get these corners. No, it's 1, 2, 3 corners need to equal more than 20.
Well, I have terrible news as well.
Can't believe that person's back at 0.
Grogar,
Blew my mind.
the bear who's been reanimated with a human brain,
Interesting.
was seduced in the sables.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Apparently. I don't know with what genitalia they... Never mind.
Never
Let's
mind,
not
let's
ask
don't get
questions.
into it.
He's a little bit sadder than he was, and only modifier cards with the magnifying glass or the dagger icon can be played on him now.
Well. James, who was well wed, unfortunately wed his cow.
Oh,
And that then
odd.
and then he was shunned by society because of it.
Wow, -45?
Negative
Gracious.
45. Skip
Holy
your next turn
shit.
after this card is played. And I will discard and draw back up to 2 more.
Tell us a tale, Jeremy.
What on earth am I going to do?
Yeah, it's getting a little complicated.
Yeah, it is. I'm considering killing this guy, but it's not really. He doesn't have a lot going on. It's like a 35 there. You've got a couple that are really high up there.
That's 5 and dead.
Yep.
My highest I've got is 30, and then these are just 15s.
15s and dead. And then
I'm
Alfredo's
not
gonna.
getting a lot of multi.
Alfredo's got a shit ton going on.
Depression has hit the cafe very hard.
Yeah, he's just hoping to die now because he's
Yeah.
got -20, 25, 45, and 30.
Goodness gracious.
They're all negatives. It's just
Don't
they're
worry.
all alive.
That's
You know what? I'm gonna start putting the rush on people then. Butterfield has died.
What did he have?
He was choked by his own tie.
Oh.
And he's dead.
Fashion.
He's dead at
Death knot that he tied.
a mere -20.
-20, okay.
So, not crazy, but not awful.
Wasn't super depressed,
sad.
but still depressed.
So, hey,
Oh,
then, something else has happened.
And that would be? All right.
Lola Wellington, or what's her name? Wellington Smythe. It's hard to see, it's getting opaque down there. She was chastised by the church. The whore!
The whole.
Oh, my.
So she's now at something real bad. -45 as well. And my draw limit is reduced by 1 card. So that takes me down to 4. So I actually have to discard at the end of my turn. But my turn is over.
All right. Jam, I'm afraid to tell you that this woman whose name I can't see because she's buried underneath so many cards married into the manor.
My
So
God.
you may move
No!
a mystery.
Smoke and mirrors! As a response, cancel an event as it is played.
That's not an event.
What's an event
That's
then?
a modifier.
Then
Events are
I
the
will
red
say.
cards.
Fine.
But you may move a
say
mystery from
fine.
from another player's residence to your own, or else you may play a mystery as a free play. And now, also, this guy, he was something, but you can't tell because it goes underneath there.
Okay.
That brings him down to -15.
-15. That's my turn.
Damn, this person.
Choices to make. Such
This person is a nightmare.
Well, friends, after Grogar was seduced in the stables,
Oh my.
his poor heart, which he doesn't have because he's just a bear with a brain, was broken, and he died. He was never. He was never the same. That was the end of it.
So that's what, -20?
It's only -30.
30.
No. Yes, -30. -30 and dead.
oh, deceased and gone.
But don't worry, I feel like he had a special connection with this person, whoever that was,
Mr. Giggles.
who's still sad, but went only mildly mad. And now you have to discard a card every time you play a
Well,
modifier.
this tick shows one can play a modifier.
And now you're back to even.
I was gonna point out, no one's making him happy.
I'm depressed. I'm wallowing
I
in
didn't
my
have any good
depression.
happy cards.
I don't have any happy cards either, actually.
Wait, so it says also discard a modifier. You play a modifier, including this one. So I think I have to discard one now. All right, and
Alfredo?
the modifier is.
Yes. Yes.
Alfredo, didn't you play the card that made you have to skip your next turn, though?
Was it this turn, or did I skip that turn last? I'm not quite sure if I
Skip
skipped it
your
already.
next turn.
I don't think you
No,
skipped
you
it.
haven't
No,
skipped
not
yet.
Did I skip?
All right, Alfredo's done.
I am still skip. I'm
Still
still
can't-
waiting.
Time
If
to
I
make
could-
him happy.
I wish I could.
Give him a tickle.
I can't.
I don't want to be happy. Please let me wallow in my depression.
You don't know how bad I want to make you happy.
Don't. These people just want to live
discard
in
it.
tears.
Well, goodies are, I'm just going to have to make miserable because I can. So, she's been starved in a storm, which
My.
don't seem related, but it's bad.
Because she couldn't go out. There was a storm.
Yeah, she didn't
So
do
she's
groceries.
just sad. There's no additional effects there. And then
Uber Eats does not work during a storm.
Sad.
she's just sad. And then I might just make someone else sad. That's all I can really do. So therefore, this one, Lola, I think it is. She's been driven to drink as well.
So now she's minus whatever
20.
the middle one is.
Minus 20.
right.
And that means I can draw back up to something. Hang on. 5.
Jack, your
A lot
turn.
of
It is my
modifiers
turn.
and stories and tales.
You better pray or you're gonna be quite happy.
No, the happy pill I do not want to swallow.
Don't get too happy.
Not the antidepressants.
Not the happiness.
All right. After all this time, Simon O'Toole, dealing all his shit,
Uh-oh, is it a
he
death?
drank too much rye.
Oh, death.
And so he is dead now with
At minus 15.
minus 15, but
Does he
is-
have a goblet?
He does not have a goblet. I know. I was going to wait, but then I decided not
Minus
to.
15.
Oh, Ryan, I'm so sorry.
Well, don't do it. Don't. If you're trying to make someone happy, make fucking Alfredo happy.
But Ryan, I'm so happy to tell you that I'm going to go ahead and give you -20 on your house.
Oh.
But hey, one of your persons comes back to life. Yay!
Okay. The person that you killed at -5 is now back to life.
Oh, shit.
And once again was diverted by drink from death. Death gave up on her and she went back to the drink,
Okay.
making her happy.
So she's alive and happy now.
She is alive and happy. Or was until she was ruined by the rum.
Oh God, the drink!
It worked so well
Drink
phonetically.
back and forth.
That does have a cup on it, if that does anything for you. But now she's
that does
minus
anything for
25. How sad for her. And then something else happened. Maybe.
Oh, something else is going down.
I suppose that
You poor unfortunate
after
souls.
being beaten by beggars, Elias was then put into prison for it for no discernible reason, and that's it.
Oh, how unfortunate.
All right. Oh. Spit us a yawn.
Well,
yes.
the cafe of depression people of depressedness.
Is someone dead? Or
It's unfortunate for James. He saw all the depression that plagued him all around and was devoured by weasels.
Yeah, there's
I have
that death.
tremendously good news for you. In fact, he was not. He survived.
Wow. All right.
God.
This was
Tremendous.
a response. Cancel one untimely death as it is played, or remove and discard an untimely death from a dead character.
How delightful.
All right, you may do your second turn now, Freda. These are untimely deaths.
That's hard.
Okay. Good for James.
No one dies on my watch.
The weasels didn't get him after all.
He dodged.
How fortunate for him. But it was quite unfortunate for Simon, who fell in love with a leper because he was deceived by the deed. The deed of the cafe that he runs. Discard any mysteries on your residence. Don't have any. And that is my turn.
Ah, boy. Someone's dead. Shit. If I can. I don't know if I can.
Why wouldn't you be able to?
She's died! Goodies are! Unless by miracle something happens, has drowned in a bog.
Good news!
Yep.
I've got nothing to stop that.
Oh, okay.
She's dead.
Oh, you bogged. Oh, boy. Now, I could really go for something else here. I gotta do a bit of math. Hang on. 20, 40, 70, and this is, I'm at 60. What is everyone at right now?
I'm at 15, 35, so 50. 50, then I've got 2 alive ones right now.
50 and 2 alive. Ryan?
30, 50.
50, and you got some alive ones
Got
as well.
3 alive ones.
And then you've got
I'm
nothing.
like,
He's got no points in the
got,
bank.
none. I'm at like minus 100.
Therefore, I'm going to play an event.
Camera up.
The camera up. Body thief. Choose one of your living characters, and any one dead character. Does not say my own. Both are removed from play and provide no pathos points.
Oh.
So therefore, my living character is out of play. And then one of yours,
Well, you won.
Yeah.
unless someone can stop it. But I'm doing that. Mine is out of play. And I'm going to say that for the fuck of it, Jack, that one's out of play.
Ah!
Unless someone can cancel it,
Unless
he
someone
wins.
can cancel my event.
Wait a minute.
Yeah?
Cancel. I'm going to cancel and discard any one card as it's played. Is that
Yep.
thing I can do?
Is it as a response?
It's a response.
I play as a response, cancel an event as it is played. That's canceled.
Is that an event or is that a response?
I don't care.
Fuck.
Yes! Oh, no! I doubled down!
Then
And therefore, my alive person just kind of moved out. And then these three are all dead in a happy house.
The house with
All right.
detectives in
The
it.
I've
Wellington
got-
Smythes
Negative 15 for me then, total.
Well, that would be it then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
did the math. He won.
Jeremy, you sad bastard.
I was holding on to those for so long because I was like,
Impressive.
I bet I can get.
I was gonna
get
start
this going.
racking up the deaths.
Dude,
of the
and then I was
cafe.
like, if that doesn't play out, I'm making Alfredo happy. Like you were just going.
Nice.
I was gonna start racking up the deaths, and I also had like I had a house card. Can't play events. Characters in your family can't be targeted by or affected by event cards.
Oh wow,
Yeah, so I would have started killing and protecting the house.
that's true.
Nice.
And protecting the house.
Will you protect this house?
protect the deaths of this.
All right, well,
house.
congratulations, Jeremy. You are
thank
full of
you.
gloom.
Gloom,
That was a
death,
strong move.
death and depression.
fun.
Good attempt to counter, Jack.
I tried.
It was a great attempt. I was like,
Oh, you
someone's
know
gonna have
what?
something.
No, it wouldn't have affected the game at all. But your guy would have died. Because apparently you cannot play any events while this deck shows. So I couldn't cancel your event, your untimely death. But we still lose.
Still lose.
It was like because that guy was miserable.
Oh yeah, I was gonna start adding multipliers.
Yeah, and then this poor son of a bitch.
We just moved.
Yeah.
Damn.
You had 3 dead people, 1 alive person. Just move that
Yeah,
alive
this
person
was
out.
just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm getting
sorry.
married.
leave.
Ducklings and shit. Get me out of here.
Get the fuck out of the house.
Yeah, so that was Let's Roll. That was Gloom. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And maybe we'll play it again sometime. Who knows? But we'll see you next week on the next Let's Roll. Bye, people.